going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yella Dean coming to you live from the stages of New York City. And we're here continuing our franchise, continuing our game. We got the Mets looking great, looking fine. I just want to show you guys something. But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that notification button. I need to see you guys jump on that comment, and also, you know, when you hit that notification button, I might have some stuff for y'all, some new videos and whatnot. But anywho, like I was saying earlier, so we're 4-0. Um, I had to like understand how to build this lineup. Did a lot of research. And so far, we've been beating up on right-hand hitters. I mean, right-hand pitchers. Um, as you see, the batting average, the home runs. You got Juan Soto with 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Bo Bichette doing his thing. Uh, Jorge Polanco, Francisco Alvarez. Francisco has been moving a little slow. So has Marcus Simeon. I added Mike Talkman because uh, I think it was Mark Vientos was striking out quite a few times, so I needed to take him off the board, give him a little break, and hopefully he'll come back fresher than ever. Um, Lewis Robert Jr. still hasn't got his first hit. Carson Bench been on a crazy tear. But I want to show y'all guys something else. Carson Bench, look at his numbers. So the reason why I still got him in the lineup against right-hand hitters is because he's like dangerous. So he's like 4 for 11 with a batting average of 364, 1 RBI. So I trust him in that spot facing right-hand hitters, especially in that 9 hole. Um, I need a guy that got speed, that can come in the clutch. He's still building in the vision. His ability to get the ball, to throw out runners on base, you know, he's very good. And also, he works really, really wonders towards like the late innings. So like, see how he hits that knife. If he gets on base, then we got Francisco Lindor. I've seen it worked out in this game. I've definitely seen it worked out. I've seen where Carson Bench got on base, and the pitcher had to face between Lindor and Soto. And sometimes you can easily walk Lindor because Lindor will grind out pitches. And when I mean grind out, people who doesn't really watch his baseball, it's when you get the pitcher to throw at least 8 to 9, 10, 11 pitches all against you, against that one batter. So when you have guys like these two, they are two of the best hitters in the major leagues. I'm trying to find a good third piece, but Bo Bichette, he's been doing his thing. He's been red hot at the third spot. Jorge Polanco giving in, giving the right hand pitchers some fits out there. Um, I did have Francisco Alvarez at the 8 hole or at the 7 hole, but he wasn't panning out too well. So I had to sneak him all the way up to the 5 hole where he's been progressing. As y'all see, he hit his first home run, first RBI. Marcus Simeon, he just needs help. Um, you just have to focus on the pitches. Focus on the pitches. By the way, I do not play this game. I allow the computer to play. I just control the roster. I control who plays the game. I control uh, who who needs to come up in the system, who don't need to come up in the system, scouting reports. I've hired and fired the managers. That's my job. My job is not to get my hands dirty. My job is to make sure this damn team win. They haven't won since 1986, and I'm just trying to get them to win in 2026, which might be a dream come true or a dead nightmare. But don't worry, guys. I'm still rebuilding the squad. I'm not getting rid of a lot of players. I'm not like these other YouTubers where they get rid of the whole entire squad and just add a bunch of superstars on this one roster. No, that's not me. I usually play realistic. So I'm going to put guys in. I'm going to do my research and make sure that each guys get they parts in the lineup and you know, just follow the story. Follow the story. So as you guys see the pitch rotation looking good. You know, Freddie Peralta had his first game. He did really well. Pitched 6 innings, collected 6 strikeouts with a one ERA of 150. David Peterson, he pitched 6 innings, got his first win, 5 strikeouts. That's the game I think he pitched and got like at least 4 walks. It was a little bit scary, but he really managed through. Didn't allow base runners, which we was very proud. We watched that game. He really did his thing. Also, Nolan McLean, sweeper. He needs to get that up and ready, up and pumping. So hopefully Coda Singer, well, Coda Singer already pitched. He didn't last that long either. Watched that game. He only pitched up to the fourth inning, but collected 7 strikeouts. Very low ERA. He settled down during the game. The game was like a high scoring. Didn't really get the win, but that's all right. The team had his back. The relievers had his back. You know, Sean Mania, Luke Weaver. Watched them guys play. Luke Weaver got knocked around a lot. Uh, Oscar Brazabon. That's how you say his name. I mean, look at his damn ERA. This guy gonna have to sit somewhere else. How am I gonna get his ERA down from 108? 108. Who the hell is gonna have this guy still sitting in this squad with an ERA of 108? Not I, said the pig. Not I. So we're gonna check up on him. You know, this is his first game. This is his first game, so we're not gonna beat up on him too much. We're gonna probably give him at least 3 to 4 games to, warm up because we all know that during the beginning of the season, everybody's still warming up, still trying to get the little feels. You know, you got some guys that ERA goes up to at least 12, 13, but this guy is at 108 ERA. I mean, geez Louise. Not 1 point ERA, 108.00. So hopefully he can calm that down. If not, then we'll just look for somebody uh, in the minor league in the farm system. We got some great guys in the farm system, but we're not going to show that as of right now. We're just going to hopefully try to work and fix the lineup because we have a game going on against Andre Palante. I think Andre Palante is a left hand pitcher. Let's make sure we got that right. Let's see where this. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's a right hand pitcher. Okay. So we don't really have to do any changes. Maybe Mark. Mark has been struggling. So we're just gonna we're just gonna have him sit down, give him a little break, you know, not watch him struggle. And we're gonna replace him with Ronnie Mauricio. Now, I don't really trust Ronnie to sit at the six hole spot. So what I'm going to do is I might move him up at, I might move him down actually at the seventh spot. And then hopefully keep Roberts. Roberts been struggling. I try to keep Roberts in, try to give him as much time on the base, much time at the plate, but he's been really, really struggling. So we're trying to figure out. It says here, batter splits between. Let me see something. Platoon hitter. Oh, okay. Okay. So it says platoon for everybody. All right. So, hmm. And he went 0 for 2. But the guy that's been doing really good, that's been sitting on the bench, is Tyrone Taylor. Now I can add Tyrone Taylor into the eighth hole and just give Roberts Jr. some more time on the bench. I mean, I'm tired of watching him struggle, but he only had at least 8 at bats. So, do I really want to torture him and keep him on the bench? Or do I want to watch him play? I think he will I think he will work real wonders going against left-hand batters. Left-hand pitchers, I mean. I keep saying left-hand batters, left-hand pitchers. But yes, left-hand pitchers he will work really well at the ninth hole. So hopefully we're going to give him another shot tonight. Remember, we got game two and game three, so both games going to be a little long. And just buckle up your seatbelts, grab your popcorn. You know, make sure if you watching this channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that notification. Yeah, I tried. I tried. Don't cut me for that one. But let's get it going. Hmm. So we got Clay Holmes versus Andre Palante. Let's hope. Let's hope we get win number 5. Even if we lose the game number 2, we won game number 1 now. We did win game number 1. And let me show you guys. So game number, matter of fact, let me bring you guys all the way back. All the way back. So the very first game was going against Pittsburgh. The box score. And this game, the Mets just tore them up. Francisco Lindor had a double. Bo Bichette had a double. Jorge Polanco had a double. The home runs department, Bo Bichette and Mark Semien. Bo Bichette had 2 RBIs. Jorge Polanco had 1. Marcus Semien had 3. Sack hit Juan Soto. So these guys just been doing numbers. And it's all about really fixing the lineup. Sometimes we just jump in the game and just not pay attention of who we lining up on the squad. But once we pay real close attention, hopefully the team starts winning. I mean, it took me a bunch of practice, a bunch of retries just to understand what to do and what not to do. But I know you guys are getting bored just looking at the scoreboard. Gave y'all a little synopsis of what's been happening. 4-0. Let's get this show on the road. I just love this game. Really love this game. Shout out to San Diego. I don't know if San Diego made this game, but shout out to them.
Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Andre Palante. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy.
And I also wanted to say this before the game start. Every time, like, I've seen the games. I watched the real baseball game. I've seen how the Mets had the lineup started off left, right, left, right, left, right. And I just wanted to say that it wasn't really about starting the guys left, right, left, right. It's starting the guys that can really do damage in their respectable spots in the lineup. So that's what I started to do. I started to put these guys in their respectable lineups. So this way they could do damage. Even though during this video you might see the 4 and 5 hole hitters are right-hand hitters, but they are two of the strongest hitters against a right-hand pitcher. So that's knowledge 101. If you're going to have a right-hand hitter facing a right-hand pitcher, make sure you have a good, strong right-hand hitter to get away with knocking out pitches. So my guys are Mark Vientos and Francisco Alvarez. They both are very good hitters, and that's what we needed. But we're still looking for a good first baseman. Yes, I like Mark Vientos, but I want a number one first baseman. If I could find him in the draft, that would be awesome. Or if I could find him in the trade, that would be dope too. I'm also thinking about getting another pitcher, another ace on the squad.
Understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
You'll one. Right side, and foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball. Ball two.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Got him swinging. Here's a Mets lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Francisco Lindor.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Watch Soto now. Soto went deep in his most recent game.
Juan Soto. Juan Soto's been hitting home runs in each of his last 3 starts. So ever since game 2, he's been hitting home run, home run, home run. Hopefully in game 5, which is tonight, he's going to hit his home run. That makes him home run number 4, and also will be knocking out home runs back to back, or 4 home runs in a row each night. So let's hope and pray this guy comes through for us.
The 1-0. The other way, and he beats the shift. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third baseman.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Runner on the go. Up the middle, Urias. 1 at second. On to first, double play. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Clay Holmes. What do you got on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Digging in, Ivan Herrera. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. That one fouled off. And a 2-1 on the way. Just missed. And that is out of play. Three-two now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. There's a swing and a miss.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Stays alive. Herrera gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He's got it. 1 away. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Man at first, one away. On the ground, right side, Lindor. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So the Cards are kept quiet through one. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Polanco matched a homer in his last game. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting fifth, catcher Francisco.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's fouled off. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
One out man at first. Here's Mike Tauchman. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
Aye.
No score here in the second. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-2. Inside, almost got him.
That's ball 2. Nope, outside.
Left field. And it lands foul. So we reset and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting seventh, second baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now.
Nope. Ball
The
1.
last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off. look at the stop. Tags the runner. Double play. He's out. What a clean killing to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth.
So you guys seen that? Each inning been having double plays. First, the Mets gave up a double play. Then St. Louis give a double play. Now Mets do another one. St. Louis do another one. Well, it's been two, actually. So each inning been having a double play of double plays, which is going to be a defense ball game.
No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Pedro Pajes. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Caught him looking for the K.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's the second baseman. Ramon Urias went deep in the ball game last night.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. That one almost got him.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. On the ground, Mauricio. On to first. Inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off left side. Off the plate, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one to first, Burleson. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the top of the third.
Right fielder, Carson Benj.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Carson Benj. This one in the air center field. Scott under it. And a couple of quick outs. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Church settles underneath it, and that is that. Mets go down quickly. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That one found hard the other way. Two now.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Jordan Walker.
Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Right fielder, Nathan Church.
So up next, Nathan Church. On the ground to third. Bichette whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the top of the fourth. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Palante back to work.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Bo Bichette.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. He hit into a double play his first time up. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This one in the air right field. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Lifted in the air right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Jorge Polanco digs in now. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Ball one.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. He goes down looking. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Cardinal DH. Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
That one misses. And that's ball one. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman
Alec Burleson. Next up for the Cardinals. Flied out his first time.
Hey.
Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. That one ran inside, almost got him. The 1-2. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Third baseman Nolan.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast, and it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the fifth. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously, that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Next to hit, Mike Tauchman walked his first time. Hey! Oh, 1 down. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1 and 2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up. Wind has a beat on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
So up next, Ronnie Mauricio. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Base hit center field. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Mets, center
Here's
fielder
Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And the 1-0. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Luis Robert hits one out. His first homer of the year, and the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down at the plate. Carson Bench. That one in there across the letters. Bench wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-0. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pages.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That one out to right. Bench takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more, but this might end up being one of those games to forget.
And up next for St. Louis, Ramon Urias. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder Victor Scott.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
The 0-1. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand grab, but no chance. That's an infield single.
Up next for the
Maybe a little
Cardinals,
small ball is
shortstop,
exactly what the doctor
Mason
ordered to rev up
Wynn.
this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
2 outs, runner at first. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1.
Nope.
And the 1-0. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. To second. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Gonna have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
That clips the corner. So man into scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off down the right side. Two down. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. So another inning in the books, and the no-hitter is no longer part of the story. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here in St. Louis, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in, Francisco
Leading off for the
Lindor.
Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Misses
Oh,
outside.
that's just out.
Ball 1. And another ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That's
Ball
off the
3.
mark, and it's 3-0. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Gordon Graceffo appears to be getting loose. Number 67 also throwing. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Andre Palante will depart, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the
A new
Cardinals,
arm into the game, the righty, number 67. So a man at first. So up next for New York, Juan Soto, 1 for 2. Now fly ball to right center. Church, long run on his horse, and he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now, Bo Bichette.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And a foul ball. Lindor, the base runner at first with 1 out.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the dirt. Line drive, base hit, right center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Swinging a foul straight back. The Mets trying to break this one open, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 1 out. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Now 2 out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That just misses, and that's ball 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. This is Cardinals baseball on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's a 1-1. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Church. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a foul ball. Two-one now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the right-hander's 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes a 3-2. And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Church wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
Ball, that's out.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Little chopper rolls foul. One and two now. In the air, left side. Soto moving back for this one. Brings it in.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson will hit next.
No, that's foul.
Quick toss to first, and he's back safely. The 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gordon Graceffo. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Mike Tauchman up now for the Mets.
Mike Tauchman.
Yeah.
Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Gorman zips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio getting ready to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
That's a little high. Ball 1. Swing and a bouncer. Burleson takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
For the Mets, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Hey! 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
No, that's low.
In the air to left center. Walker gets under it. And that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
That one ripped, but foul. The 0-2.
Ball, that's
Action in
outside.
the Mets bullpen. Brooks Raley getting ready to go. Minter getting loose as well. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Pedro Pajes. Hey! The 0-1.
That's a ball.
The Redbirds trailing by 2 here, the bottom of the 7th. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ramon Urias.
That's a ball.
In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. Fires to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Cardinals,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Stanek
gets an opportunity to square off against his.
I know you guys see Ryan Statnick, who used to play for us last season. But trust and believe, we've been tearing him up in this season, in this series against St. Louis. So he hasn't really gotten that much comfortable. I think Juan Soto has hit a home run from him. Quite a few others had hit a base hit, home runs, you name it. So he does have his struggles at times.
Team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Carson Bench now at the plate.
Mets, right fielder Carson Bench.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
One up, one down.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Francisco Lindor. Movement in the bullpen. Hunter Dobbins, the young right-hander, up and throwing.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Center field. Scott should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 3. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
High fly ball, right field. Church under this one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brooks Raley. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That's in there. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Whoa, that's down. Ball down.
swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Mason Wynn, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one. The Mets leading by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder
Jordan Walker will hit next. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
No, that's down.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Church.
Nope. Ball 1.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a foul out of play. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
On the ground to third, but it kicks foul.
That's ball 2.
Walker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the 9th. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The 1-1. Fastball almost got him there.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And the 3-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. This one in the air right field. Fair ball. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge
Next
Polanco.
is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Jorge Polanco. Sliced hard but foul. Bichette goes. He swings and fouls one off. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. One down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanic.
This is where I got to start switching the hitter. I'm going to switch him with Luis Terrains.
Instead, driving that ball somewhere, he popped it off. Unfortunate for him.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Luis Torrens. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Here comes the 0-1. Line, and that's a base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner up. First with one gone. Mike Tauchman up now for the Mets. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
The 0-1. To the right side, Urias. The flip, there's one, double play. What a quick kill and dandy in it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Mets,
now as they
number
hand the ball to a
33,
fresh arm to
A.J.
start the
Minter.
bottom of the ninth. A.J. Minter. Back to the top of the order. Leading off, Ivan Herrera.
Designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
And first offering is fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. swing and a miss, struck him out, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Burleson, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Inside, ball two. Aye.
That one's in there, and the count is 2-2. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. And there's a ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the K. Cardinals now with just one out remaining.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Gorman stands in now and watches strike one. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. This could end it. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And takes low for ball one. That one drilled left field, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Here comes the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. A.J. Minter won't go any further tonight. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Huascar Brazoban.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate, and they cut the lead to 2. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Ramon Urias next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Check swing. Went around. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Man on second, 2 down. Base hit center field. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Victor Scott getting ready to hit.
Victor Scott, the second.
Inside, just missed.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
That's outside. Ball 2.
Right now, they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
In for a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Chopped in the ground. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
So it looked like we won game 2. Now we got one more game to catch the sweep. But let's check out some of the guys in the highlights. So basically, we have Francisco Lindor, who went 0 for 3. Usually, I take notes of guys that went 0 for 3. Probably give them a day or 2 off. So we got Juan Soto. Give me a minute, guys. My phone's still acting up. Trying to do this real quick. Let me see. So we got Francisco Lindor. Soto. Who else went 0 for? Polanco. Alvarez. It's crazy how we won with just some of the guys that didn't play too well. Hoffman. Who else had bench? These are the 5 or 6 players that went 0 for in this game. Hoffman, Alvarez. Oh, Polanco had a hit. Polanco definitely had a hit. My bad. So it's actually 4. It's actually 5. Soto had a hit, so it's 4. Okay. I think we know what to do here. What a good win for Clay Holmes, who lasted more than 6 innings. Let's advance. Let's see what went down. Craig Kimball posted a 0.00 ERA, collecting 5 strikeouts over 3.1 innings. Okay. Bond was just having me upset, giving up 2 runs in the inning, which was terrible, very terrible. But I'm hoping that we can make a roster move and at least put him somewhere else. I mean, the guy is stinking up the roster. And so that's what we're probably going to do. We're going to give him the boot, probably. Designate for assignment. Yes, we want Haska to be designated. Why? Because the guy is really terrible out there. Really terrible. Giving up 2 runs, having the highest ERA of them all. I mean, we can't help him. We definitely can't help him. So let's see the next picture. All right. We face Palante. Now we got a left-hand batting team. Left-hand batting, left-hand pitcher. So what we're gonna do here? Let's see. We can. Who do we have here? Really, no one to play the third base. Unless we can get Beatty. Let's see. Topman was one of the ones. Oh wait. Okay. We got Ronnie. We do got Ronnie. Uh, okay. Okay. I think that's a good lineup. Just doing some research on where should I place guys. Hmm. Alvarez fits more at the 7 hole. Uh, let me see. Simeon. think I want to place him at the leadoff spot because he's very good against lefties. Um, Let me see. Hmm. I'm thinking about keeping Bichette at the third spot, or should I place him at the two hole? I think he works wonders at the two hole. Let's see. Juan Soto. Hmm. He does wonders against left-hand hitters, left-hand batters. So I think I keep him there at the three-hole spot. Uh, I want Polanco at the three-hole. Let me see, center fielder, and that's center fielder. Okay. Viento should definitely sit. He can't sit there. Okay. Thinking about Beatty. Hmm. Uh, um, I think you know what? We're gonna bring back Lindor. We're gonna bring back Lindor because I don't really trust uh Mauricio against left-handers. Uh, I think I would love to put him at the eighth hole and keep Francisco Lindor at the ninth hole. Yeah. If you ask me, I think even though I have not seen the left hand uh, batting order, but the right hand batting order looking really better, way better. We can give Bichette uh, time at the DH. Give Bichette time on DH. So this way he can like get a little bit energy back. Okay. Let's see. I mean the lineup looking good. Looking way good. I have to fix this. No, no. I think I should leave it. Why I should leave it? Because usually when you move the pictures, they start to mess up. But if you wait until they get like an extra day off, then you could possibly move them. Okay. I think we have a pitcher in the 40-man roster. So Tongue is there. I don't think Tongue is ready. That was right. Okay. Who else? See what his stuff was looking like last year. He was terrible last year. Christian Scott, another good pitcher. I mean, the only reliever that we would take and just making sure we did the right thing. Double A. Okay. High A. for them. Oh, Tyler Miguel is still injured. Oh, that's what's been going on. Okay. They need a center field. I mean, Jared is not that bad. They're definitely not giving AJ. This is big quickly. Oh, okay. Okay. Trade box. Okay. So this is where they tell you what you want to know. I mean, we can add Alvarez, but I like the guy. Singer can be on that list. Beatty. 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 As much as I like the guy, I feel like he would he would do wonders at another team. Mark Vientos, he can do way better than what he's doing now. Wait, is he on contract? Oh, he's got arbitration. Oh, and Beatty got to be in arbitration too. Okay. Such. Maybe not Beatty, but Vientos can go. Okay. Mike, good. Manaya can go. Mauricio. Excuse me, guys. Mauricio. Mm, I'll put him on that list. Christian Scott. I think he's a little too old to still be working on his craft. Vital Boujon. right? The list is full. Who's are my untouchables? Untouchables, definitely untouchable. Okay. Oh, okay, let's get the game started.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starter, Matthew Liberatore. What do you look for here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Here is Marcus Semien.
The second baseman, number 10, Marcus Semien.
And we're underway from St. Louis. That one fouled hard the other way.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
This one in the air, center field. Scott in and to his right, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And the count 1-2. Bounced out to short. Sends it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
The third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
This one in the air, right field. And that's a foul ball.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back here in St. Louis, and taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking them out that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
Here's a 2-0. High fly ball out to center field. And there's one down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Alec Burleson stands in here, takes ball 1 low. A little bit high, and a count 2-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That one lifted to left. Soto takes it in for the out. 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 16.
Here's Nolan Gorman. 4 for 8 in the series so far.
Gorman.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Just missed. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in St. Louis, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
Ball.
That one misses, and that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Break 1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And a good start to the inning.
That is fifth, the first baseman, Mark.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2.
Oh.
Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side and cross the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
1 out, man at first. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And the 0-2.
Ball 1.
Man at first, 1 away.
That's the ball.
Two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 on the way. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Alvarez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We'll go to the back here at Busch Stadium. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Pedro Pajes. And a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Peralta, multi-time All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-2. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Whoa.
Here's the 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now Ramon Urias, 2 for 7 in the series so far.
That's a ball.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike. That one missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And there's 2 down.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Drops one down in front of the plate. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Strike 2. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. High fly ball down the left field line. Walker going back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Ball inside.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is even 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Top of the third, no score. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carrying well. Going gone. Francisco Lindor sends it out. His second of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now it's Marcus Semien. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Foul ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Inside, just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Grounded out his first time up. That one outside. Ball 1.
Oh.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Slider misses outside. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Here's a 3-0. Out towards right center field. Scott should have this one. And that'll do it. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And he lays down a bunt. The throw to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
So digging in, Jordan Walker. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Slings to first in time.
Batting ninth, the right fielder,
Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals. There's a swing and a miss. Two down, nobody on.
No.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here in St. Louis, start of the fourth, Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
No,
You know,
that's a
sometimes
ball.
all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Scott on his way over. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder.
Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Inside, just missed. The 1-0.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And the 3-0 finds the zone. Now he's challenging the called strike. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. One out man at first. Mark Vientos now at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The 1-0. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
0-2 now.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Alvarez.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs.
At the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The count 2-1. Late with the swing there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses up and in. Luis Robert Jr. waiting to hit for the Mets. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Well, breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Luis Robert. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely to score 2.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Soto scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matthew Liberator, done for the afternoon. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Now on the bump, Hunter Dobbins.
40.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. Pitch gets away. Safe at the plate, and the missed play comes back to bite them. And they're up by 3.
Might need to break out the laser timing. That was amazing speed coming down the line to score. Tremendous effort to come home on a ball in the dirt that was still pretty close. Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That's to third. Gorman throws out to first. They limit the damage here to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals nothing. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Herrera.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's too low. Full count now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Struck him out swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Burleson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. 2-0 the count. Here it comes.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Here's a 2-1 and misses inside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 60, Nolan.
2 down, base is empty. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-0. That's in there.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Marcus Semien. And that is out of play.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. 2-2 now. Semien waits. And there's a ball. Now this is in the air down the line. And it lands foul, so we reset and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Now one missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Just missed. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Ball. Ball two.
Dobbins, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Juan Soto. That's in there. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Backed off the plate that time. The 1-2. Got him. And that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. And he hits a ground ball right side. Simeon toss over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 11.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Victor Scott.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, Simeon. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Now it's going to be Mark
the
Vientos.
first baseman, Mark Vientos.
Ball. Ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. This to third. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Brett Beatty digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Got him swinging for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Alvarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it, and he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Mets,
And at first, Luis Robert Jr. will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And now it's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Alvarez off of first with 2 away. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Mets strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Pitch misses inside, ball 1.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The 1-1.
That's a ball.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Foul ball there. Hard hit right side. Vientos takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the
Up
sixth.
next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Jordan Walker.
So up next, Jordan Walker rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Oh, 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Inside. And it's 1-2. The Mets leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder.
Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Singy.
Sure.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Cardinals,
We're in the 7th.
number
We have a new
61,
pitcher on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Leading off
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in there for strike 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Jojo Romero, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball 2.
Here's a 2-2. Way inside. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So now here's the Mets DH, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Nice stop from his backside. There's one. A sensational double play.
Perfectly timed dive right there to knock the ball down. He gets up and flips it to the second baseman to start that 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Riley O'Brien done for the day, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Jojo Romero gets the call from the pen.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it. So this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
And next for the Mets, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 3. There's the strike. Two outs and a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
This one in the air center field. Scott settles under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. And the Redbirds bullpen comes through. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Minter also getting ready.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Fouled off. He was late. The 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. Got him. 1 away.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Burleson in the box again, takes a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Line drive into the outfield for a knock, and the perfect game is no more. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, and in there with a double off the wall.
Bell has been absolutely lights out on the mound all game, and I really thought he might pull off some history here, Boo.
He had that look, no doubt. Perfect games are so tough, though. It's one of the rarest feats in sports for a reason. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. It's out of here. A two-run shot, and just like that, they're within a run. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One down. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Oh. And the 1-0. In the air, right field. And there's two down.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That does it for Freddie Peralta. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. Pitching change here, Brooks Raley.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now up for St. Louis, Ramon Urias.
Oh. Yes.
The Mets trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. On the ground, right side, Mauricio. Play made, that ends the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here at Busch Stadium. We're at the top of the 8th. Juan Soto getting ready to hit. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Matt Swanson, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Romero in his 6th season. He features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, a 4-seamer, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's in there at the knees. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. And up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. On the ground, 2 ball. Flips it. There's 1. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The right fielder, number 7, Brett Baty.
Base is empty. After the Mets going with a pinch hitter, Mike Tauchman trying to get something going for him with 2 away.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Francisco. Alvarez, the next to hit. The 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Tauchman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mets lead 1, but they still lead at 3-2. On to the bottom of the eighth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott the second.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Scott thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And a 1-1. Trying to bunt his way on. The flip, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. Got the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now Jordan Walker, corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's in there. 0-1. The Mets holding on to a one-run lead here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it 3-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Cardinals,
back, and here
number
comes the
49,
closer, Matt Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Luis Robert now.
Luis Robert.
And first offering is fouled off. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing called strike. And the count is 1-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Lindor swings through that one. Inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Back to the top of the order. Ronnie Mauricio now. Walked to open the ball game. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. In the air, right field. 2 away down.
Up next to the net, the third baseman, Jorge.
So digging in, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 4 with a double. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next to the net, the left fielder, number 22.
Juan Soto now.
Soto.
Ground ball right side. Urias. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Soto. And that's the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now 5-2.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Nathan Church now at the plate.
The right fielder, Nathan.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
Back to the top of the order now. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's the ball.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Alec Burleson digs in now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. He's already homered in this game.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The next offering misses. Ball 2. Pereira leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one fouled off, 2-2. One strike away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just off the outside part of the plate.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Three-two now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final score, 5-2. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
So, you guys like that game? I did. Both games. Glad that we was able to sweep. Now we're 6-0. Looks like we're probably #1 in the NL East division, which is damn good. Anyway, it's getting late, y'all. If you like this video, you enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that notification button. I'm your boy, Yellow D1, and I'm out of here.